Tonight, a star of the track and a true gentleman. The Southwest Sydney father killed in a shocking race crash. New footage and a heartfelt message from the survivors of the SeaWorld chopper crash. A family flee as fire erupts in their Manly home. Treated like mugs, Peter Dutton's letter to the PM over the Indigenous voice to Parliament. Smash and run in the CBD, a manhunt underway after this early morning joyride. Plus, time runs out at the SCG as Australia falls short of a series clean sweep.
This is 9 News with Amelia Adams.
Good evening. A much-loved professional drag racer from Sydney's southwest is being remembered as a gentleman on and off the track after dying in a crash near Brisbane. He'd reached speeds of hundreds of kilometres an hour when he lost control of his car.
The stands are packed, dragsters prepped, drivers ready.
Now all I've got to do is go wrong one day.
Annalise Bolt, 9 News.
Traumatised but incredibly grateful, survivors of the SeaWorld helicopter disaster have expressed heartfelt thanks to those who came to their rescue. They've also shared new photos and videos from the moments after the crash and a warning, some of the images are confronting.
Hand in hand, frozen in fear. This video taken just moments after this. A snapshot of a nightmare scene. The front of the helicopter.
Investigators are unsure how the blaze started. Helene Lambetsos, 9 News.
To breaking news, a Qantas plane en route to Griffith has turned around mid-flight and returned to Sydney. The airline says the aircraft suffered a technical issue. It landed safely at Kingsford Smith. A war of words has erupted between the opposition leader and the Prime Minister over the Indigenous voice to Parliament. Peter Dutton has accused Anthony Albanese of setting the referendum up to fail by holding out on details.
The opposition leader.
A Central Coast family is tonight grief-stricken and angry after the death of a 9-year-old boy who was injured in a crash involving an allegedly drunk driver. Let's go to Liz Daniels in the newsroom now. Liz, his loved ones tonight searching for answers.
Amelia, they've given us permission tonight to show you this reviewing her charges in the wake of the 9-year-old's death. Amelia.
Awfully sad. Liz, thank you. A 32-year-old man has been charged with high-range drink driving and drug possession.
To call Crime Stoppers. Sophie Scanlon, 9 News.
Time for a look at today's weather now. Good evening, Sophie.
Good evening, Amelia. It was a fresh this morning. A few clouds and a light westerly breeze making it perfect running conditions at Collaroy. Pristine on the harbour too for the carnival splendour as it made its way into Sydney Cove beneath patchy skies. It fired up to a gorgeous summer's day with sunshine increasing throughout the afternoon. The city climbing to 25 degrees, our west reaching 28. And there is plenty more where that came from. We're on a roll when it comes to this gorgeous weather. I've got more details in the forecast. Amelia.
That is good news. See you soon, Sophie. An ugly end to a police chase at Concord, a Mazda on its roof, the driver tonight on the run. A warning to parents mounting evidence linking how you cook to childhood asthma. A customer turns the tables on an armed robber with deadly consequences. And it doesn't get much more Australian than this, a taste of summer nats for US political royalty. A destructive end to a night out in Sydney's inner west, this Mazda. A patron has shot and killed a would-be robber who held up a Mexican restaurant in the US state of Texas. The act has sparked mixed reactions, some people calling him a hero, others asking, did he go too far?
A masked robber.
Ahead in 9 News, the common kitchen item that could be increasing the risk of asthma in your home. And she's a beauty, but we'll show you what it really takes to keep our harbour bridge looking spectacular every day. And in sport with Roz, the summer of cricket has come to an end.
There was a frustrating finish, Amelia, for Australia's cricketers at the SCG. They had their chances to close the series out on a high. All of the Day 5 highlights coming up next. An exclusive look at a side of Nick Kyrgios you've never seen before. And a Broncos star's stunning sledge of coach Kevy Walters.
And Sydney's in the grip of a dry spell with very little in the way of rain this week. I've got the details soon.
They gave themselves every opportunity, but Australia's cricketers simply ran out of time in the final test against South Africa. The Aussies settling for a draw after a frustrating day in the field, but are tonight still celebrating a 2-0 series victory.
A full day.
Tennis tonight continues straight after the news, the United Cup final.
Thank you very much, Roz. In the news ahead, asthma alert for children. Increasing evidence that a popular household item is putting youngsters at risk. The daily pamper session to keep our harbour bridge sparkling will go behind the scenes, and we're there as Elton John begins his final farewell to Aussie fans. There's been significant backing for concerns about the effects of gas stove pollution on... Coming up, Sophie with the weather.
Thanks, Mills. Clear conditions tonight, but a little coolish in our west, dipping to 14 degrees. Right now it is 24 degrees in the city, a touch warmer in our west. I've got your forecast after the break. Well, Sunday certainly lived up to its name today with bucket loads of sunshine across Sydney, clouds clearing from mid-morning, making way for postcard conditions at Blackwattle Bay as temperatures pushed into the mid-20s. Even warmer in our western suburbs, Penrith climbing to 28 degrees, Blacktown, Liverpool and Parramatta all reached 25. A few degrees warmer at Campbelltown, 27. The city peaked at 25 degrees after a cool low of 15, 24 the top for Cronulla. A trough is bringing warm temperatures to parts of South Australia and Western Victoria, where overnight temperatures are up to 7 degrees above average. Heavy rain is still falling over parts of tropical North and Western Queensland, where the monsoon trough is still active. Checking the weather around the country, partly cloudy in Brisbane tomorrow, sunny in Canberra, mostly fine in Melbourne and a top temp of 25 degrees. Clouding over in Hobart, 31 the top for Adelaide and clear skies, blue skies in Perth and heading for a high of 37. Across the state, sunny icons as far as the eye can see tomorrow, although there will be patches of high cloud across the north and the chance of morning fog in the east. South to southeasterly winds fresh at times along the north coast. Well, it's another day in paradise tomorrow. Dry and mostly sunny across Sydney with light south to southeasterly winds. Warmer than today, 27 degrees. A coolish night though, dipping down to 16. And a similar story across the suburbs. Temperatures will soar into the 30s in our west with light winds. Penrith and Richmond expected to climb to 32 degrees. Blacktown, Liverpool and Campbelltown all heading for 30. Parramatta heading for a top temp of 28. A fair bit cooler at Cronulla with blue skies and 23 the expected high. And today was the start of a dry spell, mostly sunny on Tuesday and 27 degrees, cloudy on Wednesday 26, partly cloudy Thursday and 27. Similar conditions Friday and Saturday with some warm overnight temps of 20 degrees. And in our west, Tuesday will be gorgeous, 31 degrees. Overcast conditions on Wednesday but warm, 29. Then partly cloudy Thursday, 32 degrees. Slight chance of a shower Friday and Saturday, but if it eventuates, it'll literally be Amelia, just a few drops. So enjoy the sunshine.
I certainly intend to. Thank you, so. And that is 9 News for this Sunday. I'm Amelia Adams. Thanks for your company. Have a great evening.